Hi there, and welcome to the Sunday preview for the second Sunday of Lent. And we have a great reading about the Transfiguration from the Gospel of Mark. Let's read it from chapter 9. It says, Jesus took Peter, James, and John to a high mountain apart by themselves. And he was transfigured before them. His clothes became dazzling white, such as no fuller on earth could bleach them. Then Elijah appeared to them along with Moses, and they were conversing with Jesus. And Peter said to Jesus, Rabbi, it is good that we are here. Let us make 3 tents, one for you, one for Moses, and one for Elijah. He hardly knew what to say. They were so terrified. Then a cloud came, casting a shadow over them. And from the cloud a voice came, This is my beloved Son. Listen to him. Suddenly, looking around, they no longer saw anyone but Jesus alone. As they were coming down the mountain, he charged them not to relate what they had seen to anyone, except when the Son of Man had risen from the dead. So they kept the matter to themselves, questioning what rising from the dead meant. The Gospel of the Lord. Well, this Gospel of the Transfiguration is one of the more mysterious parts of the New Testament. It's a miracle that Jesus performs, and as it says, his clothes become dazzling white and he was radiant. And then there's this appearance of Moses and Elijah. It's the kind of miracle that Jesus never does anywhere in the New Testament. He never does a miracle just for the sake of a miracle. He's always healing or curing someone. It would almost seem like he's showing off here. But he has just these 3 disciples with him. And I think the real question we need to face is, who really gets transfigured? Is it Jesus? Or is it us? And I would say that the important thing is for us to be transfigured, or transformed, or changed. And I think that's what happens to those 3 apostles that were with him. See, Jesus was always the Son of God. And Jesus' glory as God was hidden most of the time. And this is the one time in the Gospels where he shows it. And he lets them see it. And then something happens in them. They're changed. Peter says, Lord, it is good that we are here. It is good that we're here in the presence of the glorified Jesus. And then it says, and they were terrified. They hardly knew what to say. Terrified in the sense of awestruck, right? They were terrified in the sense of being in the presence of God. And now they could feel it. And I think all of us need that. That's really the goal of our whole Lenten journey, is to get closer to the awesome God that we worship. And to allow that God to change us and transform us. And that's why all the sacrifices and the penances and the fasting and the prayer are really worth it, because they change us. They change us into the kind of person that can be in the presence of God. And that's why we need this boost at this point in our Lenten journey. We need a little bit of a push, because our real goal is to be transformed by our God. So how are you going to let God transform you? How are you going to use this Lenten season to allow yourself to be changed once and for all, so that you can be like Peter and James and John, awestruck with the presence of God?